you ready?
Craftsdwarf, are you proud of me?
Yes.
Hey, okay, that's the start. We're starting with that. Everyone knows Craftsdwarf's proud
I am
of me.
now announcing my retirement.
You
Goodbye.
can't retire on the comeback
This
episode.
is my retirement. From
Hello,
the Weeb Club.
everyone, and welcome to the revival season 2 of the Weeb Club, back by unpopular demand.
Right.
Nobody asked for it, but we did, and we're back.
Did we ask for it? I don't remember asking for it. I remember.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So I guess before we get to
What the fuck?
what like the normal stuff. Yeah, this is
You interrupted me.
This is a new weekly show, so we won't be doing it in exactly the same way as we did the seasonals at all. We will be start off talking about comments on Reddit. What should we talk about before we get to that though?
Nunmanji's here full time now.
Why seasonals are terrible.
It's season
the
2,
worst
and
thing
so
ever.
we've all aged up. We're second
Well,
years now,
before
and
we
Nunmanji's
do
a first
all
year.
of that,
He's our co-high.
hey,
Is that it?
Before we do all that, you sluts, let's
shit.
talk about our new art and our new intro
Oh,
and
yes.
everything because they're so sexy and good. What the fuck?
Yeah, so Drock edited the intro. He did the last one as well, but he went way too hard for this one. Like, we didn't ask for him to do that, and he like, yeah,
No.
I'm gonna do full VTuber rigs for all of you, and it's like, God, okay.
It's kind of
This is
next
how
level.
this
Yeah,
is how
I
the
agree.
process for getting things done by Drock is. It goes, "Hey Drock, I want this. I just want an intro. Please do." And then he's like, "Okay, so you want me to open up Blender, and then you want me to open up a VTuber rig, and then you want me to open up After Effects, and then you want me to pay and like add all this
We
all
just
this
needed
illegal
what
software
we
in your
had
intro."
last time.
But you know,
We just
he-
needed what we already had.
he literally opened up a like school, like a 3D model of a school for that intro part, and I was like, Drock, that's cool and all, but what the fuck? No, but it's really good.
Restraint is not a word in his dictionary. If
Speaking
you
of
haven't seen
dick-
the Love Live quiz or anything else he's done, then you should know that.
Speaking of dick, that was my dick was hard when I saw the new art we have. Oh shit, we changed to Mogy. Yeah, sexy boy
My
with
hero.
the sexy art. Oh my god.
Yeah, the old
look
art
how-
was also really good, but Mogi did a really good job.
Well, yeah, we needed art that had Nunmanji in it, so we decided
that was the
to,
big thing,
to
yeah.
get new art from a new artist. Kind of like, we were going into, because we'll talk about it in a little bit, but we took an extended break that ended up leading to us kind of doing like a season 2, is what we kind of planned for. And so we were like, well, let's just get a new artist. Let's change up the art style. People had small tweaks they wanted to make to stuff, different like things we wanted in the background, some stuff that maybe fits better with what we'd already done for the Weeb Club, like other things we'd recorded. Like I'm pretty sure there's Ichigo 100% references, to kind of add to.
Yeah, there's isn't that a strawberry banana parfait, which is Ravi Starlight and Ichigo 1%.
Banana?
I'm pretty sure.
There's
Yeah.
also the hair in Vindy's cup.
And then we have stuff.
Oh yeah, God,
I forgot about
Oh my
that.
God. Man, I forgot.
I
that
remember that
Vindy's
because I
super
think I
into
wanted to bring
drinking
this
hair.
up as an idea, and I'll just say it now. Well, no, maybe I can bring it up later. But yeah, so we
gonna
just
get
got new
real
art,
racist?
new artist. It was an idea for a video that I think would actually be a really smart, easy way for us to get more content out. But
Speaking of more content, we do actually have a bunch of probably a dozen videos or so already recorded. Because there was a period where what was going to be really busy, so we wouldn't have been able to restart a weekly show. So we decided, before then,
He was going to be really busy. What the fuck?
well,
before then that we would just take the time that we do have and record a bunch of stuff that will go up when we restart the Weeb Club. We have, now we're restarting it, and you will start seeing those up. Right now we have literally 3 videos a week, including the weekly show. So you'll see something on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, yeah, before next seasonal or not seasonal, weekly show next Wednesday, you will get 2 other videos that have already been recorded.
I just remembered one of the things we recorded.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the fucking Epic Games launcher in my fucking.
Let's go. That's gonna be probably the longest one to take because I'm editing that and it's gonna take me forever to figure out how to do it.
Hold on. Stop real quick. Guys, did you hear that?
Yeah, why are we making me edit the video gameplay one?
You literally said you'd do
He
it.
said, I'll take it.
I would do it. I had half the footage. You could have just sent me your footage and I would have done it. It would have been done already. But I'll do it.
I don't know how
Idiot.
I'm gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna kill me.
Do you hear this, man?
I'm just being honest.
And the worst part about it is,
why did you guys allow me to take responsibility? You know I'm terrible at that.
Let them fight.
Shut up.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
old
I wrong?
man, rude man aside. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're planning to come back with a lot of content. We'll get more into the plans of what's going on and.
Well, you'll
stuff
see
like
it
that.
Ideally, right?
Yeah,
Just be aware for a lot of it. We recorded it literally weeks to months ago.
Yeah,
so,
that's the thing is we're coming back in May and we've been recording since like January, February.
Very early in
March
the year, right?
and April. May,
So
June, and July.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we've recorded that's coming out. We have new types of things that we're doing as well that should allow for. There's a lot of cool stuff coming that I think y'all will really like. But it's instead of it all being just like, like the seasonals were, where they were kind of dog shit after a point because it was just us trying to piss each other off because there was nothing to say. I think a lot of the videos we've recorded are a lot more like
varied.
Yeah, they're varied and they're like when we go into record, we generally have something we want to say. So even if we start yelling at each other and get like manic, there's still like a point to it that's not just like, let's talk about this episode of a show that nobody gives a fuck about. Right? So hopefully it's more palatable content and hopefully something like the weekly show.
Guys.
You guys don't have to watch like because with the backlogs and the seasonals, you guys had to watch whatever we watch to fully listen. The weekly show anyone can watch. Like you don't have to watch the shows we're watching. You can just watch it and enjoy yourself.
Right, like that was even a joke with the weekly shows where there would be people who were there for the manic degeneracy and the comment responses and the first half of the discussion, basically. And then there were people who were there for the episodic discussions and the second half. And, like, we don't really want that divide in our main, like, regular series. So, which is a big reason why we changed up the format, as you'll see in this. You're watching it right, or listening to it right now.
Yeah. So do we want to get to the Reddit? Because I mean it's all just memes about how we've been gone. But
yeah. Well, the first one that I think, I don't know if we talked about this last time, but it's funnier now. The first one I want to bring up, it's worth bringing up twice, is Gintama just did the funniest thing I've ever seen. And it's Pickle Gintoki.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look, I still remember what that
fuck
tweet
is
was
going
about.
on?
Thank you guys for coming to the Weeb Club.
What that tweet was
I
about?
stopped listening
funny.
because I'm crying about like sket dance, and then I just hear Pickle.
Oh my god,
Gintama
this
or
fucking
whatever you
toxic
said.
bitch,
Pickle
Nunmanji.
Gintoki.
He literally admits to not paying attention to the podcast.
Here,
No,
this
I
is-
mean I'm
this
paying
is the-
attention.
No,
to
don't
more
post it.
important
Don't.
things.
Why'd you do that?
Shut up.
Why do you hate me?
You know what? I have an image for you.
Oh yeah, what's the image for me? What are you gonna show me, huh?
Yeah, hold
What are you
on.
gonna
Give
do?
me a second. I got to go to my phone to get it.
You're gonna hurt me. You're gonna hurt me, aren't you?
No,
you are.
If this,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
gonna help you.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna help you understand what I live.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever, bitch.
That image is fucking funny.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Why
You know
would
what I
none say
realized?
LOL in text when he could just like,
Laugh.
wow, that's funny, Vindy, or yeah, laugh in out loud, like do what he fucking said he'd do, lion ass fucking.
Wait. What happened?
Craftsdwarf, do you want to go? Or I guess you brought that one. Yeah, that one was just it was a really funny thing Gintama did. But that was back when people thought there would be more Weeb Club anytime soon. Next,
There might have been some other ones, but that's the only one I wanted to respond to.
I
scrolled
wanted to
down
talk about-
before
I
Because
don't,
that.
I don't remember. I don't remember what the actual one that we had. The last one that we talked about was. So
Well,
it's been
so
so long.
obviously there's the current state of the Weeb Club, which is just a fucking
Yeah, the
I don't remember
Tumbleweed.
what those are called. Tumbleweed.
tumbleweed.
Dude, there's
The
so
next
much.
one's
Dude,
really
I
funny
scroll.
though.
Wait, I scrolled past like 5 images of the same post of Nunmanji eating the fucking white kid food.
Yeah,
There's
I
like
don't know
5
what
of the
that one's
same image. They're perfectly balanced. as all
Nunmanji, do
things
you want to
should
tell
be.
us about this .reddit post? No, actually, I want Nun to tell us about the
because
next
I
one.
just got onto the Reddit post because I
Okay.
didn't even know you guys were looking at Reddit.
This fucking guy.
I
What?
bet Nunmanji is also not going to read comments in season 2 because he hates us.
Yeah, you know.
No, he doesn't
it
hate
makes
us.
sense.
He hates y'all. He hates the people listening, not
Even
not
though they
us.
love him so much.
Yeah, even though everyone was screaming for Nunmanji to be on. Let Nunmanji on! Let Nunmanji have a season! And we do it, and he just doesn't care about y'all. He never wants to record. He cries. He thinks
Hey,
about
Vindy, don't lie.
Sketdan.
I was the one sitting in call with you while Crafts and What were being little babies.
Okay, to be fair, Krabs was eating. What was at? We'll get to what in a second, but what was absolutely
actually
being a
editing
fucking diva.
I was
tonight.
editing something actually.
His trailer and his like fucking food spread wasn't up to his specifications,
Well, you know.
so he just
I
had
asked
a
for
big
gluten
allergic to
fucking
a lot of
fit.
things.
Big fucking fit
Actually-
said he refused to work with any of us.
Yeah.
I had to show him
You
his
know?
contract and say, look, it says in your contract you'll work these dates, and he had to show back up.
No. You forgot. I had all the other details in the contract about my trailer and my food, and you guys continue to ignore it. You keep
Then why are
putting
you
like
here?
nuts in my fucking food to try to kill me. I know you're a fucking assassination attempt.
Shut up.
You,
What the
You
fuck is going on?
fools.
See, I wasn't
I
here
know
for
how
this
you
because I was
work.
eating dinner. What the fuck is going on?
Nun's a
I was
not
just
Nun.
editing it.
What's a diva?
I was literally editing, and I was just like, I'm gonna sit in like the other server, and I was like, hey guys, join, and they wouldn't join, so I would just
That's
keep
not how
leaving
you
this call.
said it. You said,
Oh,
okay,
wow.
hold on. Okay, I guess
It's
we're getting
not how
into
you
this.
said it.
He
It's
said,
not,
at
reality
Nun,
is
at
not how I
Vindy.
perceive
Come
it.
here while we
You
wait
guys-
for old man.
No one ever has
now.
a fucking
As I
ulterior
told him in
motives or
Nunmanji,
anything.
I do not negotiate with terrorists. All right, you can demand of me, you can threaten me by leaving the fucking call and making me alt tab out of my game where I'm trying to have sex with a blue alien to fucking make me add you back. You can do all this, but the key factor remains: I do not negotiate with terrorists. If you can't even throw a simple please my way, I'm not doing what you want.
Not Vindy. I literally said please.
After I
You
brought it
literally-
up to you, and at that
You literally-
point,
I literally
okay,
said,
but at
I
that
literally
point,
said,
it was like
I literally said
8:23,
please.
and Craftsdwarf
Show me the
was going to be
timestamp
back
when.
in like 2 shakes.
Show me the
of Lane's tail.
timestamp.
There's no reason.
Also,
You
Discord,
said please exactly at 8:23. I just looked over.
One of the things that you said is, well, you said terrorists, but Discord cut off that, so I heard errorists, and I'm like, yeah, what makes errors? That seems reasonable.
Well, here's the thing. He's like, well, you didn't join after I said please. He said please at 8:23. Crafts joined. We have the thing in the Weeb Club chat at 8:24. Less than a minute later.
think that's-
As
I
the
don't
one
think
who
that's true. I think
deals
you're
with
lying to me right
Craftsdwarf's
now.
dinner schedule at least
I
once
think-
a week, I know when he's
Why
about
do
to
you
be
know
ready.
Craftsdwarf's dinner schedule?
Because we stream every Thursday and we stream after he eats. And he says he's gonna be
You're
done
so
around 8:30.
fucking-
It's always
Dude,
like
you're so
8:25,
fucking
8:20.
weird,
It's always
dude.
in that
Imagine
range.
knowing someone's eating schedule. That's so fucking weird, bro. That's weird, homie. You're weird.
So I
Why are
really
you
love the
shaming
next,
Vindy for being
Reddit
a good
post.
friend. Is that how toxic you are?
Yes, actually. I cut off all the toxic people to be toxic myself. We know this.
So anyway, I really like the next Reddit post, a rare moment of Dot being funny, or 1 week without the Weeb Club, 2 weeks without the Weeb Club, a month without the Weeb Club, 2 months, 5 months, 8 months, which is about where it actually was.
These
It's
motherfuckers
in
are not
between 5 and
working
8.
out
So
and
they're
going
outside.
outside.
They're going outside and running.
They're running
but they
to
have
the
not
mountain,
climbed any
or-
mountains.
Yeah, or they're about to climb it, right? That's
You
where everyone is
fucking-
right now.
I
Come
know
down
our-
from
I
the
know
mountain, bitch.
They read
you're
Koku
you're-
no Hito and they think they're about to start climbing, but that's because we're about
I
to
know
come
our
back.
no. Here's the problem. I know our audience. Those motherfuckers are not going outside.
Don't
Okay.
be
That's what.
toxic.
That's where we get to like. Oh, this is where you said would happen. What now, bitch? Anyway, after that is like now they have friends. After a year, 3 years, they have a family. 5 years and it's sad. I miss the Weeb Club and it's oh no. Stock photo
They're
crying man at the computer.
They're watching it on their fucking MacBook Pro, guys.
That's Dot's
crazy.
I've seen his thing. That's actually
Does he have a
Dot's
MacBook
actual
Pro?
computer.
Yeah, it is.
Why?
That's probably the best thing you can get in Russia. I don't know.
No.
Unfortunate.
Nunmanji, can you tell me all about Craftsdwarf over party?
Poor Mathis that she has to deal with my bullshit.
Okay, I'll look at.
Where's he at? Where's your?
stinky Reddit?
Nunmanji,
your
I need
Nunmanji
you
game
to tell
of
me
Wutsa
about
at?
this fucking clip.
I'm looking for it.
Where's your
It's
Nunmanji
sorted
game
by
of
news,
Wutsa at?
right below Yuri on Ice.
And it's got Naruto and Sasuke, hard to miss.
Where's your Nunmanji game of Ubuntu at, huh?
Yeah. Tell me all
Fucking
about.
muted his mic,
Oh
dude.
my
He's
God. I just want this guy to tell me about Craftsdwarf's relationship with Gamabunta.
He's muted again.
What's happening?
Well, I guess I'll find out what he's saying when I edit the episode. See,
God,
none knows.
He's saying
He
some
knows what he's
racist
saying.
shit.
I don't know what he's saying.
He's gonna say some racist shit, you know. He's gonna
Okay, if he's gonna say something racist, why won't he let me hear?
Because what is this? What is Yuri on Ice?
I don't know. I think someone was
I'm not
posting that
I'm not
season 2 was
looking at
announced. No, the only other thing that's really worth talking about that's not just out of context Weeb Club is today we worship our leader, which I guess has you as Jesus Christ and other people surrounding you. I don't know. It confused me.
I'm confused.
And,
Yeah.
I don't know what the rest is. It's
So
what Weeb Club
in our
website I'm gonna
hiatus,
listen
there
to.
has not been good shit. Come on, step it
Unfortunately.
up, boys.
Well, there is today
Yeah.
we worship our leader, so that's something.
So, and if
I
this
guess.
is your first episode of the Weeb Club, you can post
No,
stuff to
no.
the Reddit, and we will respond to it,
no.
and also comments
no,
on
no.
this episode.
And
No.
yeah, we'll
We're
respond to
talking about
comments
this
on this
right now.
episode and on everything else.
Talk about this
That we
image right
uploaded
here.
since-
That'll come out.
Talk about this
Yeah,
image, guys.
this week.
Our leader. Let's talk.
Today we were. Oh yeah, I mentioned that. I said that.
Look at how powerful I am.
Nobody cares.
Look at my strength.
Yeah, you're so strong you can't even hear Vindy when he's talking.
Exactly.
'Cause when you
because
already
he's
mentioned
beneath
this.
me. Look how far down below in the image he is.
Why can't you just like I don't know.
I just realized on the left of me there's a guy who doesn't have somebody's face edited over him, so he's just there.
Yeah, he's just there. He's
Just a
hanging
homie,
out.
dude.
What? You don't want him just hanging out there?
Yeah,
You have a
what the
problem
hell,
with people
no?
hanging out?
So anyway, I guess the next segment was we were going to talk about recent happenings in that happened. But then I realized maybe that's not the best idea because what the one wants to avoid discourse.
Yeah,
And,
well, I mean, even if we don't
no
talk
one
about
else
like
pays
recent
any
happenings
attention.
or
Dude,
anything
none
that's
of it-
really
dude, I
going
haven't-
on, it's like this is, or we could just come in with a topic for the week or something to talk about.
Well,
it's kind of the idea for
know,
this one.
Well, you know what's funny actually is that I deleted all my tweets, right? Because that's been a thing I've been
my
wanting to do
God.
for a while, right? And then I only use my private, and I only use Twitter for porn. And suddenly, all of the desire to argue discourse, all the desire to argue with people has disappeared. I feel serene. Nothing but tits on my mind, you know? It's a serene feeling.
Love Live Sunshine is just a rehash of the original Love Live.
You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it is, you know?
Nisekoi is only that long because no,
Nisekoi is only that long because female characters in shonen are bad objectively, okay?
All right, you can't outget me when I'm trying to make you mad.
Gintama isn't funny.
Nijigaku's like a light 6.
Dude, it's just so...
Stop!
Dude,
That's
we
what made
need
him
more-
leave last time, None. You
we need
fucking
more
shut your
soft
fucking
seinens.
mouth.
We need more soft seinens, guys. Right? Like
Bleach
Hunter x
doesn't
Hunter.
use its not having backgrounds meaningfully, unlike other.
I don't
manga.
have faith in Taikubo as a writer.
Okay, before we
Okay.
just stop saying things that piss us off, I guess
It
we
doesn't piss
should
me off,
talk
actually.
about
That
what
was weird.
happened. We don't obviously. I don't think we're going to go into specifics because a lot of it's personal stuff that we don't need to go into.
Oh yeah.
But essentially, we decided to take December off, like the rest of the month off, and we were going to come back in January originally, and then we just kind
Totally
of
not my fault, guys.
kept taking a break, and it kind of kept going.
Well, I think I think the thing was because WattheWut knew that he was going to be busy, and like I think it was originally March to April, but it ended up becoming more like April to May, where he was just going to have like no time to do anything because of work. So
Well, let's just say,
we-
guys, it was totally not my fault.
No,
It
no
was
one
totally
says
not
it is
my
your
No,
fault.
no. Well, it's like yeah, it would have been silly to start a weekly show in February. Continue it through March and then just like stop for a month or
You
two,
weren't supposed-
right?
And-
Like we didn't
You
want
weren't
to. No one
supposed-
wanted to do that.
And even
You weren't
before
supposed to agree with me.
we had taken a break, we had conversations about how we kind of felt like we were being really lazy about the content we were making on the Weeb Club. Like we
Yeah,
were doing
no,
just the bare minimum, and we weren't
Yes.
like we were happy doing it because we like talking to each other, but like we weren't passionate about what like doing the same thing every week. So part of the conversations we had were about how to spice up the Weeb Club even before this, and that was where the idea of the weekly show originally came from. And then as it's gone, it's kind of everything's morphed and evolved, and we ended up just like kind of doing some test recordings, and doing like just a bunch of recordings and kind of getting ready.
Recording even more varied content than usual.
Yeah, and that's why it's funny because now we're sitting here and it's like, oh, we're finally about to come back. But to us, I mean, we've been recording for a long time, but to y'all haven't seen any of that. And the only people who even know that we've been recording are people that are in our Discords, which we talk about all the time. Right. Because we've talked about it a little bit there, or if you come to the Crafts Vindy Monster streams, we've talked about it a small handful of times.
Right. And honestly, now that you mention that, like, I just realized, like, it doesn't feel real to me that the Weeb Club is coming back because it's like, yeah, we've already been doing this for like weeks now, right?
Right. But we're a couple days away, and I have some ideas I want to say when we're done recording that I think we should do leading up to Wednesday. But if you're
find out about that,
if you're watching this, you might have already seen it. Maybe not. I don't think it matters.
We didn't do anything. Who knows?
Yeah, or we decided it was a stupid fucking idea. Either way.
This podcast was a stupid fucking
Shut up. Why do you have to have both no energy and toxicity? You could be like low energy and positive and it would be fine. But if you're going to be toxic, hit me with that smoke, right? Come at me. Come for my jugular. You're coming for like my Achilles tendon. Sorry, I'm not Achilles. I'm not going to die to that shit.
You ever think about like the legend of Achilles, right? The fact that he was dipped in a pool, but because his mom grabbed him by the
he was bathed in the river Styx.
Whatever, man. And then like they grabbed him by the ankle and shit. And so that's the only reason. Wait, if you grab him by the heel, like that's a tight ass grip you gotta have. Like there's not a lot of room to grab there on a heel. Like what's going on there?
But like
Greek legends are weird, man.
Wow.
Greek legends are fucking weird. 90% of them are just Zeus dressing up as an animal and then fucking women.
Good. That's what makes
but
them
like,
good.
He shows up as the animal first, so it really makes you think about how like white women really like.
I was about to say
animals.
Greek women are white.
Yeah, you know.
He shows up
Zeus
as a dog.
was
They have to
warning us
assume the
all
position.
along.
He was warning us about the plague of white
Honestly,
women. Honestly,
Zeus is a homie
for fucking white women.
For letting us know to stay away.
Yeah, because we no longer have a need
signs.
for white women, guys.
Society has progressed past the need for white women.
They are obsolete. We can move on now, guys. It's fine.
Yep, I agree.
What the fuck's happening?
We're talking about Greek mythology.
We're talking about
Craftsdwarf.
minority things, Craftsdwarf. White people like you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, white people like
Excuse
you
me,
who don't know about Greek mythology.
Women.
It doesn't count when you hate white women, okay?
You're right. That's just called wife beating.
Oh!
Okay.
Man, Caucasian America is really weird, guys.
Oh
they don't get arrested
God.
like we do.
This man really just said that.
They don't think about police reform too often.
So all of that being
just killed the momentum. Of
all of that being said, now we're back. You know, we're fragging out, we're gaming, and you know we have a bunch of plans. There's a bunch of varied content. Do you want to go into what any of the content we're doing is
it's just
look
varied
like?
forms of
let it be a
racism.
surprise. I guess the only weird thing to mention is that we did a test recording, and in that case, we even talked about at the time relevant topic. So it'll be mentioned at the start as like the date that it was recorded. But you know, when you see Weekly Weeb Club episode 0, just know that it was like recorded in fucking February. So as a kind of test for this show.
Man,
yeah.
There's also there's also significantly more racism lately in the things you recorded.
Yeah, I think adding Nunmanji made us so much more culturally diverse. There's a lot more.
No. Let's back up.
Ethnically diverse, not culturally diverse.
No. Nunmanji being joined because he's the most racist one of us all. So he increased the racism level.
Well, I don't
by
think we're that
50%.
racist.
Because I have not heard Nunmanji go on like a fucking 3-hour rant about every race that he can think of. And I'm not going to say which Weeb Club member did, but it wasn't Nunmanji.
Look, all I'm saying is Craftsdwarf.
I actually don't know.
Jollibees ain't that good.
Is it me?
Jollibee ain't that good. Okay, I'm sorry. Huh? Oh, you didn't miss it. So like,
Okay,
I guess I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it, right? I'll talk about it.
Did I do it?
I don't know. I was driving. I was driving home from work one time,
sure,
and I could.
I can't
Shut
believe
up
Vindy
for a
doesn't
second.
remember the time he got so drunk he ranted about other races for 3 hours on stream.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I deleted that VOD. You weren't supposed to talk about it.
Yeah, we're also not supposed to talk about how Filipinos think they can play basketball, but they're too short to be able to be part of the NBA, huh?
Okay, so what went on a long
I can
rant
say
about
that. I
being
can say
racist,
that.
or-
I can say that, Vindy. Why do we get quiet after this
I'm just
shit?
saying, what was saying some shit that made me go like, what? Like I look up and he was saying some shit.
About what? What was I saying? I was just talking about friendly things because whoever's editing this can censor out what I said about.
I asked
redacted.
a question of my friends in text chat, and only Nunmanji responded. I need an answer before I know to say something.
Well, anyway, guys, you guys ever like seeing it?
Was you asked friends, and the person who responded, that's a friend.
Clearly, I only have one friend in the Weeb Club. You're right. I'm sorry.
Well, here's my thing, right? I know more viewers, right? Maybe you guys are tired of orgies and gangbangs. Maybe you guys just want to see some like one-on-one intimate relationships. Fuck, dude. Are you tired of harem anime? You want to just see a classic romance series?
Okay, so what he's getting at...
Okay, mister, I don't care about discourse anymore.
What are you... I was making a joke about...
So what he's getting at is...
Why am I being harassed right now? Why are you being rude to me?
Well, when you come in giving this whole fucking Buddha act, like, I have deleted all my tweets, and I am above...
I've deleted all my earthly sins except for one. Johanna's giant ass.
Yeah,
I literally said that I use Twitter for nothing but porn.
Yeah, our entire goal now...
I am not sin-free. There's no sins that have been deleted. They have just been replaced.
How if somebody tells you they're doing like No Nut November and you start sending them porn just to fuck with them, just to test them, right? Have you really gone past your earthly desires? No, you haven't. No one has. So
well,
I'm
here's the question. Here's the thing, though.
I'm trying to make you stronger.
Well,
in the
here's
face
the thing,
of adversity.
Vindy. Here's the thing, though, Vindy. I do nonstop Nut November, sir. So you're gonna have to fucking calm yourself down there for a second.
Okay. And just like to do that,
All right.
I'll test you by sending you porn at the times that you're regularly scheduled to jerk off.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Fueling my addiction.
Yes.
It better be good porn, though.
You take what you can get, okay?
I see. You're not a patrician. I understand.
No, but what was getting at before we got sidetracked is that we're doing like paired off content now where each of us have taken, and I'm not going to spoil what they are, but each of the duos of us are doing like a thing that's like, either playing a game series or reading a type of manga,
like, right,
or any kind of thing that's like kind of like what the backlogs were, because the backlogs are going to be less
frequent.
Yeah,
the idea is to continue doing them monthly. I mean, we might upload what we have soon because we still have we have two backlogs that were recorded before our break. Is the thing. And
one of them sucks dick, so it's okay if you don't watch that one.
I think both
something
of them
about
are kind
a
of
market.
rough. No. Overlord is rough as well. Overlord was a rough recording session, if I remember correctly.
It was like really short too.
Yeah, which is sad because I liked Overlord.
2 months
but...
of shitty backlogs.
No, the Weeb Club was kind of like needed a break. Like we were kind of dog. Garo versus Road was kind of bad as well. It was a shit show before we left.
And you know what else is not gonna be not good? Hyoka.
If you say Hyoka, no,
I haven't watched the show in months now because I watched it preparing to record it last year.
Man, Vindy, what episode of Hyoka are you on, man?
What episode are you on? Okay. I'll count down from three. I'll count down from three, and everyone in the call says what number of the show they're on at the same time. Okay.
Wait, say that again?
I count down from 3. When I hit to 1, we all say the episode we're on at the same time, okay?
Wait, hold on, I gotta check. Hold on,
say it at the same time, okay? I know mine. Right. It's at the top of my head.
All right, hold on. Fuck. Okay, ready?
3, knows as well.
2,
3, 1,
3,
5.
I'm surprised no one said like okay, yeah.
Single digits, everybody clap.
At least it's no one said 0.
0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1.
So we have duo content coming.
0 1 0 1.
You can be excited for that if you're a big fan of any, groups of 2 people. If you love Nunmanji and I, as everyone should, and you're a part of the Nunmanji server.
It's literally just shipping. If you guys are into shipping the Weeb Club members,
that happens now. Yeah.
That does actually happen, and I'm scared.
No, I mean, but we make content specifically for that because we love y'all.
Is that why we're doing it?
Mm-hmm. It's actually just to spread out you and me interacting because it's too much chaos and it breaks the Weeb Club, if you want me to be honest.
I see.
Yeah. So that's coming up. There's some other things content-wise that I think y'all will be really excited for. There's some... the one thing is, don't take any one thing as saying, like,
we're going to be doing this and only this forever, kind of.
Yeah,
thing, right?
or that it's even a series. I think there's a lot of stuff that we've tried that will get released that might not be great. There's some stuff that we might think is great that y'all might hate. There's some stuff that we think is fine that y'all love. So really, as we're kind of experimenting with different content, and trying to keep it varied and interesting, let us know what you like, right?
And yeah, some of it isn't going to be like, even if you guys do like it, like I can think of one particular thing that isn't going to happen again, like, or even, there's just some stuff like, we can't do it twice anyway kind of stuff, right? Because, for various reasons. So, like that, which goes into like, not everything we do is going to be a series.
Right.
So, yeah.
Now, I will say, for all you fucking little toxic boys and girls listening, there has been a singular EWB recorded.
It's actually a really good fucking EWB.
It's actually a really fucking good EWB. Yeah, that tells you who's on it. But that's all we've done on the topic of EWBs for now. I don't think there's any plans to do any more anytime soon.
The problem with EWBs is that, like, for a good while, no one wanted to do them. WattheWut wants to avoid discourse. Though that's not to say we haven't thought about talking about other channel, finding ways to talk about other channels. I mentioned, we have one idea still listed on our shared document. Positive EWBs is also a thing we've considered. But I don't, and at the very least, WattheWut, it won't be a regular on any negative EWBs if we do still continue to do some of them. Because that's the problem, is like they did do really well. So it's like, I'm not sure.
All of our like most viewed videos are fucking EWBs, man.
Yeah,
right, like our lowest viewed EWB is still higher viewed than any other single video on the channel, right?
And we want to move away from that a little bit, and start moving towards different kinds of things. And
like sex.
I mean, we really want the Weeb Club to be a lot more varied as a podcast, and also I guess more. I mean, I guess one thing to expect from the content is more personality driven and less like discussion focused. I think kind of the series we had beforehand were kind of made by the discussion around them. But I think now we're trying to do a lot more stuff that's way more just like personality based, which y'all should like more because I think y'all generally like the more personality based stuff anyways. So
they like watching us have verbal sex.
Can we?
All right.
Cool.
Maybe we'll follow the trend. We'll just read hentai, guys. That's what we'll do.
Yep. And then blame, what was it, Eden Zero fans when we get fucking kicked out? Was that who they blamed? You gotta understand, I don't give a fuck. Y'all can skirt around shit. Who the fuck is gonna step to me
let
like,
me clarify this.
Because here's the thing, anyone who steps to me, it's like, oh, this fucking YouTuber with fucking 750 subscribers. He's so Dude, okay, you're punching down, dog. Like, you're the one being the asshole.
You're literally
here.
the creator of We're All Normies, though.
Tell more people about me. Tell more people about me. Get me those
Yeah, we'll
views.
make them all watch We're All Normies, guys.
Fair enough.
Here, no, you know what, Vindy, come here. We're gonna talk about something because I find this very disturbing. I go on Nunmanji's alt channel and he uploads a video called "We're All Not Normies 1.0," and it's him literally recalling the like word for word your entire fucking "We're All Normies" video.
I don't appreciate you making assumptions because
I feel like he transcribed it. Yeah, I feel like he definitely transcribed it.
Heard the line, paused.
Oh my god, you're lying to me.
Yeah, that's
you
what I'm
are
talking
literally
about.
lying to me.
My problem is with that is that I don't know how to feel about it.
No, the best thing about that, right? And like whoever's editing this can put this on the screen. The comments Vindy has on that video. The first comment he posted, because you could tell like at one point he didn't actually watch the video, and then he came back to watch it again. So the first time he commented, he just like makes fun of Nun for being like, "Oh, your mic is so quiet," and then he comes back again later on, like a couple hours later, and goes, "I hate you. I hate you."
It's I hate this. I'm going to kill myself.
Well.
Because I think I was either streaming. I think I was streaming at the time. Or something. I was in a situation where I couldn't watch the video. I might have been at work, and I clicked on it and could barely hear him. And I was like, "Hey, Nun, your mic's too quiet. You got to turn that fucker up." And then I went back and I realized what it was and actively could feel my suicide coming closer.
Oh my god! Why would you do that?
What do you mean? Why
would you do that, man? Why would you like watch that video and that's your reaction? Why was your reaction
How
not
do you
like?
hear Nun's sexy voice and your thought isn't like?
No, that
Your
I
thought is
wasn't gonna say
suicide.
sexy. So the fact that you said
I'm
sexy
being
voice is an admission on
bullied
your part.
for a video I
Craftsdwarf.
made 4 years ago. Okay, what? I'm sure you know what that's like. You probably still get shit
You know
for the
what's
Emoji
funny?
Movie review, and if you don't, you should.
The We're All Normies video had less than 300 views just before we like posted it a bunch, and now it has like close to 600. So like we more than doubled it.
Is
since
that a
it
dub?
came out.
Is that a dub voice?
Is that?
fucking
I
dub.
don't want that video having that many views. It's not good.
It's Kino is what it is.
Dude, I watched that.
But
Here's
it's
what makes
your
me so
most
upset about
iconic
that video.
video.
I watched that video and I get like so mad because like I see where my brain is going and what I'm gonna say, but I'm so slow to get there and I'm so uncharismatic about it. Like I'm watching this, I'm like, this guy sucks. Like this is garbage. Like I could make a We're All Normies now with the same point being made, make it
Then
in
do
half
it.
the time, and it would be like way more entertaining.
Then do it.
I can't. You already
We've been
cornered-
waiting for the sequel.
You already cornered the market on We're All Normies. ratings.
No.
You
no,
did.
I didn't.
Holy
You
shit.
literally did.
Holy shit.
And if I did it again, I would not call it We're All Normies. That would be too next
No,
level.
I need you to at least.
No,
like,
no. He's
put
gonna title it "We
in
Are All
captions,
Normies."
We're all normies too.
We're still all normies.
Yeah. There we go. We're your marketing team right now,
Oh
Vindy.
my god. Stop.
Hold on.
Here's what I'll
What
say.
you
Here's
do
what
for
I'll say.
1,000
Here's what I'll say.
subs.
Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say.
Nunmanji, can you do me a favor? Send me
I
an
don't
image
know
of him drinking.
how many views this is gonna get. If this episode of the Weeb Club can get 50 likes, I'll make a We're All Normies too.
Yeah.
You heard the man.
We have 1.2k subs. If this gets 500 views, if 10% of y'all just go down and give it a like. If it hits 50 likes, I will make a We're All Normies too. I'll just throw it out there.
Okay.
Dude.
I need you to get really like big brained about it though too.
If I make a We're All
Throw in
Normies
some
too,
references.
it's gonna be
references of the
nothing
first one.
short of my magnum opus. It's gonna be a masterpiece.
But you say that as if you weren't already expecting that, Vindy. Like I wasn't like.
It's gonna be one of two things. It's either gonna be me playing it as straight as possible, or I'm gonna try to make it some surrealist hellscape. Right? Those are the two options. But it's okay because we
Surrealist
won't get to that point, so it won't matter.
Vindy, can you do me a favor though? When you make the video, can you also wear the hat and also take a sip out of a drink?
I don't know where that
Yes,
420 hat is.
yes.
Please do it. You got to do it, man.
Do I keep wearing the headband though? Do I just wear the hat over the headband?
Yeah. No. So here's what you do, right? You
It
take
is
off the
funny
headband,
because
put
my
on the
hair
hat.
is a lot longer now.
No. So like you take off the fucking hat.
No,
you take off the
I have an
headband.
idea. Okay, I don't want
Oh.
to say this on recording, but I hope it can get or I'll just say it. I don't care. I would like, okay, whatever. I start with the hat, or I start with nothing on, then put the hat on.
No clothes?
Then say, no, this isn't quite right, and then change into the headband.
No.
I don't
mean,
wanna
you
wear
can
the
put
hat the whole
headband
time.
on, but have the hat too. Have both of them. It's
the
new and
headband
old
over the
Vindy
hat.
coming together.
Oh my god.
It just makes it that much more exciting.
Why do I have to do this? Why did I say I would do this? It's not going to happen, though. We're not going to get the 50 likes, so it doesn't matter.
We better get to 50 likes. Listen, if you guys don't do that, we're gonna be robbed of We're All Normies too.
You
And
guys only have so many accounts each. It's fine.
It'll work. Trust
It
me.
won't happen. It won't
It'll
happen.
happen. It'll happen. You just have no faith in us.
I don't know why Vindy's pretending like he doesn't know that this is gonna like reach the goal. Like, let's just be honest.
What do you mean?
You know that this is gonna reach the goal.
You literally don't have any proof of that, if we're being honest. You're just assuming. And you know what they say about assuming?
It's hot.
It makes an ass out of you and me.
That's not what I said.
Okay. So, what else is there
What?
that we have to talk about?
I feel like
we get-
that's good, and we can
Yeah?
move on to
Well, what if we-
the
well,
last segment.
Oh, wait. Did you have a topic, really quickly?
Well, what if we? Oh, is that? Are we gonna talk about what we've been watching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically the idea behind like how we end off these is instead of talking about like a weekly seasonal, where we instead all kind of like do rotations and talk about some things that we've been watching or reading or playing lately. So as a way, mostly in a recommendation state, but there might be instances where we're all familiar with it, so we can talk a bit more about it. Right.
Right, and that's something that people had already asked for in comments. Is like, you guys should talk about what you've been doing, because I think people would think it's interesting and they want to hear us give some cursory thoughts on things. And maybe sometimes, if someone finishes something that's like a 10 and they want to talk about it in like a non-spoiler way, this gives them a vehicle to do so without having necessarily make a video. So that's something that we're doing. And then I guess we can go ahead and say this for after this season. So we'll have to talk about when, but at some point, probably after this season, we'll open back up a Patreon poll, I think, for
basically, right, sort of like what we did
seasonal.
with what we did for like, Jujutsu Kaisen and Gata High School, where the patrons vote for. I mean, honestly, I could also just pick the most viewed on Mal seasonal show that's also original or season 1, because that's what won every single poll.
Oh wait, what are you guys watching this season though?
I'm not watching. We'll get to it. I'm not watching anything.
Several things, but I don't know.
Craftsdwarf on that
I don't
good
watch
shit
seasonal
with
anime.
me.
And anything that I would want to
to
watch this season, I've already read, so I'm not worried about it.
This is so sad.
I guess if you must know, just real quick, Tropical Rouge, Precure, Megalobox 2, and Dynazenon, and
Man.
that's it, really. I mean,
I'm
still watching Dragon Quest and One Piece, but those are the only 3 seasonals that I'm watching.
Damn,
or
I was
that
gonna
are this season, rather.
Craftsdwarf, I was about to pog out of this
watched-
fucking world, and then you fucking
Sad.
said Megalobox.
I mean, it's not very good, or I don't care about it, rather. But,
What the fuck?
I want to watch. I wanted to watch Tokyo Revengers, but it doesn't look great, so I don't think I'm going to.
sad.
It's.
I'm
extremely
watching
sad.
Nagatoro and Pretty Boy
Oh, what the
Detective
fuck?
Club.
Nunmanji's watching seasonals.
Of his own volition,
Well,
and not
I
I
our
already
feel
podcast.
dropped
betrayed.
off anyway, so
I feel betrayed.
Sad.
there's that.
I mean, I am interested
so
in when
sad.
they end. I want to watch Godzilla SP 86. Pretty Boy Detective, Shadow's House. Winchester recommended to me, and I'm so I might check that one out.
I'm still in my post Gintama anime depression, where I just haven't been able to turn on an episode of anything else
Unfortunately,
because I miss having Gintama to watch in my life.
Gintama, cringe.
Shut
I want
up.
to finish
Anime.
Pretty Boy Detective Club so I can give it a higher score than Monogatari.
You're so toxic.
Let's fucking go, Nun.
Okay, so do you
Nun
want to
does-
talk about Monogatari, Nun? Do you want to give us your thoughts on that before we talk
whatever
about
you-
the
you
new
No,
want
I didn't
to.
pick
Nun
that
doesn't
to
go to
talk
the.
about.
See, here's the
Nun-
thing.
I don't go first anyway.
yes, you
Here's
do. It's in reverse score order.
Well,
So Nun
here's the
goes
thing.
first.
Here's the thing, though, guys. None can't appreciate Monogatari because he doesn't frequent like playgrounds. The literal prerequisite for enjoying Monogatari is going to a playground, right? So like, if you frequent playgrounds, your likelihood of enjoying Monogatari increases by 1,000.
Monogatari fan pedophiles, please clap.
Please clap, everybody.
Please
Please
laugh.
clap. Please clap. Please. It'll make me happy, and then I'll slow down
Okay, shush
my
your
attempts
mouth.
at suicide.
So anyway, yeah, Nun, you are first. Actually, we go in reverse order. So you're first.
I didn't want to go first. You guys hate me.
Yeah, but that's your problem now.
I just like making you talk because I love hearing your voice.
Yeah, Vindy's like literally like fucking jacking his dick off.
Dick
right
in
now.
hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Cock and balls out.
See, like in exchange for the toxicity, we're replacing with racism and sexual.
Well,
like
I've been
fucking
reading.
degeneracy.
Well, no, I finished today the best Shinohara series. People think Witch Watch is really good. People
Oh my
are,
God.
cucked. They don't read
Oh my
Sket
God.
Dance. They've never seen Sket Dance. But we all
Sket
know it's the
Dance,
best
my
one.
goat.
Witch Watch will never reach the same heights ever again. Shinohara peaked.
I mean, can you have a moment as good as the ending of the final arc of Sket Dance?
No, it's just impossible.
Like, it's so
but it's just like-
unbelievably good. I can't believe it.
so wait,
It's
you,
so
you
hard
can't
to
believe
like
something that's
process
unbelievable.
what happened. That is just like
When I
I don't
think
know.
about
I don't even know how to talk
what-
about it now.
when I don't know about when I think about what has to happen for the like how good that ending has to be and everything that has to go right on the planet that we live in for that ending to be a reality, it just blows my mind that it could exist. That one man could be that fucking cracked out.
Well,
God.
Okay. All right.
So
Like,
what?
I mean, I can only talk about it in a recommendation sense, right?
Yeah. So what do you like about Sket Dance outside of obviously the the big moments, I guess?
That it sucks.
Okay, you're cringe. But like,
Well, what
So,
is
like,
Sket Dance for people who don't know? Is probably a good starting point.
okay, I mean, the best way to explain Sket Dance, like, I don't want people to mostly view it this way, but like, you think of Gintama where it's, a lot of comedy, and then they have their serious arcs with a lot of action, but Sket Dance, their serious arcs are like really drama focused, and like, a lot of characters in the series have some kind of bad thing that happened in their past that's like usually related to school in some kind of way. The main trio, all of them pretty much have something about them to varying degrees that's like, really sad, I guess. And some of them are worse than others. Like relatively speaking, the main character Bassoons is like not as bad, I guess. Kind of. I mean, yeah, kind of. And the guy who talks on his computer exclusively has the most sad past and stuff like that. So like, the silliest character has the most tragic past, I guess. And it's basically these things about them that make them want to help people and, make them have a good school life. And, I guess in that way, if you were to think about it in terms of like Gintama, at least from what I've watched of Gintama, Sket Dance is like, from the entire start, they always wanted to help people have a good school life. Whereas like Gintama at least seems like, not that he isn't, like, he seems more like less interested in helping people at first in a certain way. Like, not, I mean, it's hard to explain, but it's like,
I think the best way
I had a better explanation in my head about it when I was thinking about it, but I can't remember what I was thinking about because I haven't, watched it in a little while.
I would say...
Yeah, we can tell because you called Gintoki Gintama.
I would say, Nun, the best, like, the way I feel like what you're trying to say, and let me know if you, like, think this is fine, is that Sket Dance is way more upfront with its characters' ideals and the ideals of the series. Whereas Gintama, it's there.
Yeah, Gintoki doesn't realize that how he feels about.
Gintoki doesn't outright state it until way late. Like, Gintoki doesn't outright state that stuff until way later into Gintama than Bassoon does in Sket Dance.
Yeah.
And Gintoki and a lot of the characters in Gintama, like, Gintoki's a bum and kind of an asshole. And the main character of Sket Dance isn't an asshole at all. He's a very sweet man. But he's also, like, he's got so many weird quirks to his character that are so, like, every single one of them. Like, he's super immature in some ways and is, like, super indelicate, but then, like, is really, like, talented with, like, his hands and, like, the weirdest things. He's great.
What?
Yeah, like, he's good at, like, drawing and, like, crafting things, and he's just, like, an all-around, like, I guess, handyman, like, a jack of all trades in a kind of way. But, like, even though he's, like, so talented, low-key, he's, like, not insecure, but, like, he's, I mean, I guess he just doesn't really see it the same way. And, in the beginning of Sket Dance, there's even a joke about how, aren't you supposed to be the main character? Because, compared to Himiko and Switch, he, you don't see what's so amazing about him from, like, just looking at him. Like, you kind of have to know him first. So it's just like, I don't know, like, I think that's part of, like, why I kind of like Bassoon so much, too, because it's just, like, I really like seeing all these different things that you learn about him as the series progresses, and, like, how, he's much more amazing than he appears, I guess. And, the series likes to kind of frame him as being normal, even though, he's not really normal, but, he obviously, doesn't see it. And I don't know, it's really cool to see him, like, bonding with the entire school, like, over time. And I kind of want to talk about, like,
man,
I mean, I guess that's about it, since I can't really talk about any spoilers, I guess.
Right. I would say, to jump off your point a little bit, if you like Gintama, Sket Dance's comedy is very different from Gintama's.
Thank God.
It's comedy. Like, there's almost no, like, they even make jokes about it because there's a crossover chapter because Sketch Dance's mangaka used to be Gintoki's assistant. And in the crossover chapters, the Gintama characters will come in and they'll make some dirty jokes. And the Sketch Dance character's like, we don't do those kinds of jokes in our manga.
Yeah, like they're specifically saying they don't go for that kind of thing. And, they're going to ruin what they're doing.
There's one poop joke I can think of in Sketch Dance, and it's honestly infinitely funnier than any poop joke in Gintama. It's actually a fucking hysterical chapter. Because
I have never been more excited for Sketch Dance.
It's so much more than just like, oh, haha, there's poop everywhere. It's, oh, this guy's gonna shit his fucking pants, and he's gotta walk home from school while shitting himself. It's amazing. 10 out of 10.
So not only is it like it's relatable. Well, you've never been there?
No, I have. Not walking home, but I've definitely had drives where I'm like, you're like, when you're like,
yeah, I've been there
tucking up and like under kind of, and you're like moving around to try to keep it in until you can get to the toilet.
Yeah, like your butt's off the chair, but you're still driving, like that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I don't know why this is what gets me interested in. The Scat Dance part.
Why weren't you interested when I told you about the character who is similar to you in some kind of way that I can't say?
When did you mention this?
What?
This is so sad.
Hold on, I'll type it in the chat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is honestly so sad.
I definitely
did he
think
just,
that,
did he just say what's going? I don't understand.
The humor's very different. But I think a lot of the cores of like how the series is structured and kind of the way that characters, like the way they interact with each other and in other ways, and the way they grow closer together. I think it does have a lot of Gintama like in it. So much so that the Gintama crossover chapter is specifically about how similar they are. And so I think it does a lot of what it does, though, really well. And it feels different than Gintama. So it's not like, oh, just if you like Gintama, you're going to like Sketch Dance. But
yeah, like, I feel like if somebody doesn't like Sketch Dance, they could like Gintama. And someone doesn't like Gintama, they could like Sketch Dance.
Let's
like,
go.
Right.
Like, especially the main trio's dynamics are, different. Like, this isn't really a spoiler, but like, Himiko, the girl in the trio, is interested in Bassoon. And that's like already way different than Kagura and Gintoki.
Right, like
where
if anything,
there's no sexual tension there.
And it's like used as a joke, if anything.
That's actually a thing I didn't think of. None is like the romance in Sketch Dance is way more played up. Like it's like an actual thing in Sketch Dance. Is like the romance and
yeah, where I can't speak for Sketch Dance, but in Gintama it's like kind of it is a thing but mostly with some of the other characters outside of the main group, and even then it's given focus at times, I guess, but it's still not a major thing. I don't know about Sketch Dance, but
3 girls I can think of who are in love with the main character. Although one of them's just mainly played for
3.
laughs. And I don't know if you agree with me, Nun. I think that Craftsdwarf would absolutely love Roman.
Yeah, I could see it. Not as much as you do, but I could see him enjoying
so
her.
Funny. So that's all I have to say about Sketch Dance, because it's also one of my favorite mangas. So I was excited to see Nun finally read it.
Wow.
Neat.
Wow.
Stop saying wow. It's your turn to fucking go.
Oh, it's my turn? Isn't there more? You're telling me that he doesn't have more?
We're doing a round robin, so he goes, and then if we decide after everyone goes once, he wants to go again.
Oh, because I think
normally it's Vindy who forgets the order.
Well, no, because the thing is, I thought there was gonna be more, but like, I also never got a chance to talk about what I was like watching this season, because I think I'm watching the most. Yeah, I am easily watching the most because I am watching Tropical Rouge Precure, which is Kino as fuck. It's fun every week. Laura is the best character.
Yes.
She's best girl. She's so funny in every single scene that she's in.
Me.
And then there's also what else I'm watching. I am watching Zombieland Saga Revenge, which is because I've gone on record saying the Zombieland Saga Revenge is like it's every other Idol series ever, but with the zombies. And I don't like season 1 all that much. Like, it has moments, but it's not the best thing ever. Season 2, what the fuck is happening? It's like way better than season 1. The opening's a fucking banger. There's been like 3 in-series like songs that were fucking bangers from the start, which, considering like there's like 3 songs total from season 1 that are good, fucking shit's just crazy this season now. Maybe it's because they've got all the bullshit establishing stuff out of the way. And now that I like it, I don't even know. But there's that. I'm watching that. I'm also watching To Your Eternity. It's about.
I feel like I've heard a lot about that show.
It's about an orb that turns into a rock and then turns into moss and then turns into a dog. And then the dog hangs out with a boy, and then
That's a manga adaptation, right?
I think so.
What's the Japanese name?
Oh yes, because it's the mangaka who did Silent Voice.
Oh really? Holy shit!
Yeah. She did To Your Eternity.
Oh shit! Now I gotta
let me double check that to make sure. But
yeah,
I'm like
let me check
sure
right now.
right.
Let me check
Yep,
right now.
Yep. Same
Oh
manga.
shit!
Here's
Oh shit!
her
Now I'm
page, if
contractually
you wanna
obligated
see
to
it.
like it. What the fuck? Oh shit! That's great.
I
Actually,
knew I'd heard of it before.
Here's the problem with that though. She is a woman, and as we all know, that women are being like backed out of the anime industry. They're not allowed to make.
I don't
anything.
even know what discourse you're talking about anymore.
What discourse are you talking about? That's just a fact.
All right. Anyway.
What else? There's like what else? Because I'm not watching Nagatoro because
If
I'd
you
rather
tell
just
me
read
you're
the manga for
watching
that shit.
Tokyo Revengers instead of reading it, I might.
No, I'm not. I saw that and I was just like immediately I was just gonna think about reading
I
it.
fucking love that manga, and it's so fucking good right now. And I'm not watching
I
it.
think.
I want to, but I can't. It looks too shit.
What else am I fucking watch? Because like I'm also watching like the Isekai Slime like Slice of Life series because I'm fucking obsessed with that right now.
Oh no, wait.
Pink haired demon from
There's
Isekai
two.
Slime.
There's fucking two of them because there's
what's her name?
you're talking about Mirimu.
Yeah, she's fucking hot.
Oh yes, she is.
Yeah.
So like so it's the Slime Diaries, which is really fun. It's really fun to watch. If you dropped it, you're stupid because it's literally nothing but character interaction and fun times. But there's also Max Level Witch, which is also very fun. This girl just wants, to just hang out, just vibe, and at all times, just things keep happening. Who the fuck is Studio Reveroots? I've never heard of them. They're the ones animating it.
Are you watching either of MHA? Oh, they did. They worked on Fooly Cooly Alternative.
Oh, well.
Are you doing either? Are you watching either Shaman King or MHA season 5?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to
No,
know.
because I was
what about
like,
Eden Zero?
Because it's on. I'm gonna wait till that comes on Netflix so I can get because I'm reading the manga for the fucking better One Piece.
When it comes on Netflix doesn't add shit till it's like all over.
Yeah,
You're gonna be waiting 8 years.
It'll be a sweet wait. It's like fucking it's like edging. You know what I'm saying?
But I need you to be watching it every week so you can tell Craftsdwarf it's better than One Piece every week, and he can maul.
Well, that's just obvious, Vindy. Like
he doesn't need to do. He already does that every
like,
time it comes up in
Why would I
conversation.
even need to watch the show to say that? Like I already know that's better than One Piece. Like what do you? Oh yeah, so if we're gonna talk about shit that like aside from seasonals I've been fucking reading, I've read fucking Eden Zero, and Craftsdwarf's very upset because I have it at like I think I have it at a 9. Do I have it at a 9? If it's not at a 9, I'll fucking change it to a 9 right now.
Talk about
I'm gonna be
pre-girl
toxic
mode,
for a
but,
second, since what's being toxic to Craftsdwarf, so he deserves it.
What the fuck?
What's saying he's watching all these seasonals, but what happened to this? You're watching all these seasonals, huh?
What?
God damn.
Look at the chat.
I mean, I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
only
have
watching
it.
like 6 seasonals, which is
That
almost
doesn't
as
count.
many shows as I've
That
watched.
doesn't count.
Man really
That doesn't count.
just fucking
It doesn't count,
slammed
though.
you with it. He
Got
really
your
just
ass in
slammed you
4K.
with it.
Oh man, please do.
Anyway, talk about
Okay,
Eden Zero,
that's
you fuck.
kind of
Eden Zero is a series about friendship. It's about making friends in space. And there's space pirates and titties and fucking
Bondage.
gravity powers. It has one of the like fucking they have this revelation about the main character Shiki's powers being about gravity. That's really fucking cool because it's about friendship and it makes me cry. And fucking Hermit makes me fucking horny as fuck. So yeah.
Can I ask you an important question?
Yeah, what's your question?
Who's hotter, Lucy or Rebecca?
Rebecca. Lucy's a better
Okay,
character,
good.
but Rebecca's hotter.
Yeah, like why was that even a question?
I'm just making sure.
Like why? Listen. One of them is a fucking epic YouTuber and streamer, and one of them uses gun. All right, what do you want from me? Okay, shit, fuck. Homer is also really hot. God, ooh.
Yeah, she's
ooh.
good and also stupid, just the way I like
All
them.
right.
Oh, okay. Well, All right. Just the way he likes them. Okay, that's weird. All right, I think I'm good now. I'm gonna stop because at the end of the day, it's better. It's better than One Piece. So who even cares?
Hate this man.
Before Vindy talks, though, I just want to ask Vindy a question.
Yeah, hello.
I just want to ask Vindy a very important question.
Hola.
What do you think about this?
I feel like he should take a new picture though of him sipping, but with
there is no new one.
Stuff.
This is the iconic one.
No, I mean, yeah.
I assumed you just mean.
I mean, no, he should
like
put,
a higher definition.
no, he should have
picture from
his
the original
old
video.
self and his new self in the thumbnail.
Okay, so
That'll be for the
that's
new
not
video.
happening because nobody listens to this dog shit podcast.
Look, listen.
So
Vindy
in the
should
last week,
okay,
I have a bunch of things I watched or whatever. I guess I will. I'm trying to think what would be the most interesting to talk about. I'm gonna talk about Hellboy because I started reading Hellboy.
Western media. Ew.
Western
Ew.
comics. Why would I
Ew.
read Gintama when it has Hellboy? The entire reason I'm reading it is because someone showed me a panel where he said he was drinking with skeletons, and I have to at least read to that, and I have to see what that's all about, right? I have to see my boy drink with skeletons, but yeah, I started Hellboy. It's pretty fun so far. I've read the first two story arcs, so I've read Seed of Destruction and Wake the Devil. I enjoy it. I like that Hellboy, even though there's a lot of different comics and things that are related. There's one picture that has everything that's related, so I can read all of the comic verse of Hellboy in one shot and see everything that is related to it without having to actually look at it looks like a normal sized flowchart for getting into a series, which is part of why I decided to read it, because it didn't seem that complicated as opposed to other things where I've talked about before. If I were to read Marvel and I was oh, I want to read the Civil War story arc. Okay, well, how much of each of these comics do I have to read for every single character that's in it to get a good idea of the character and the context? And then when I jump around the comics, what do I do? It's just too much, and I have no interest in putting all of that time into it. But with Hellboy, when there's a simple little picture that has what to read and in what order, it's super fucking simple, and I'm I can just knock this bitch out, right?
Yeah, it's definitely easy to read comics by I've only mostly been doing it on the backlog builders, but just in self-contained runs or just full comics that aren't connected to these bigger universes, right?
Right.
And so Hellboy it's its own universe, but it sounds like a smaller universe, right? So it's much more digestible, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that just made it
It's
better.
really
The
helpful
art's
for
good.
normies.
I like it. It's interesting noticing the differences between manga and comics.
Right.
Comics are so much wordier, and in one issue, and I mean the issues are monthly, but it feels like in one issue there's so much more that happens, and it always makes me wonder: is this because with manga they don't have to color it every week, right? Whereas clearly this is colored, and it's not always Kubo backgrounds, right? AKA lack of them, AKA laziness.
You're right.
A lot of the times it's detailed backgrounds, it's all in color, and it's okay, well, clearly the art takes a long time, so instead they put a lot of words in, and it's interesting seeing how comics differ from manga.
Aren't the usual comic release schedules a lot longer than most manga?
They are monthly is
So,
usually.
Yeah,
it
I was
makes
gonna say,
sense
pretty
for them
generally
to
it's
be,
an issue a
meatier.
month. Yeah, but they're
So
not
it's,
crazy.
super good to, it's really good for when you're weekly. Well, not weekly, but you're reading it as it's coming out. But when you binge it after the fact, that's when it's kind of well, it's a little too much.
Yeah, it's really wordy, and I can only read so much at a time. And
Yeah,
maybe
it's-
manga's just broken me, where I
With reading
like
speed. Yeah.
I like reading Ippo and getting a chapter with maybe 3 words when they're throwing hands. It satisfies me, right?
Well, that's also just the way the comic, because I might even do a video on this eventually, but manga is sort of paneled in a way that makes it faster to read because of how the Japanese language is read. In that you can go either up or to the left, where in comics you always go to the right, pretty much. You would never read a comic like a 4-comma manga, right, where you go down in columns, right? and that's part of the reason why manga is faster to read, because it has to be designed very specifically to facilitate the kind of order.
Right.
So it's not even just like the amount of words, like that's also impacting your reading speed, but it's also just like the way it kind of like is formatted, right? But that does allow comics to be more like, I'm sure there's really interesting like page and panel layouts, right?
Yeah,
and
it's very
is just
different.
objectively messy.
And I think that there are interesting things about reading both. I would still say I prefer manga, but I've also read so much more manga that it's not really fair to say I prefer one or the other, right?
I mean, yeah, that's what I was even thinking, because, like, again, I've read some comics lately, and it's just, like, or I've also been thinking about this lately, where it's, like, you know, when it comes to, like, my YouTube channel, I want to have, like, depth. I want to know what I'm talking about a lot, right? Like, especially in, like, shonen and also magical girls, which is probably the two subjects I'm most interested in talking about. Right? So it's like I want to dedicate a lot of time to these, and there's a lot of them to dedicate time to. But I do like other mediums and other genres in, you know, anime and manga, but it's like I can't dedicate that time to them and also have the depth of knowledge in the stuff I'm interested in, right? So it's like there's a lot of comics I would love to read, but right? But anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I mean that's most of what I have to say about Hellboy. If we do another round, I'll talk about something else, but that's all I really have to say for the start of my Hellboy reading.
No comments on the characters or anything, or story?
I mean, I like Hellboy. I feel like I haven't seen enough of the story.
Okay,
like it was
gotcha.
two. Like there is an overarching story, but what I've seen so far is two kind of individual stories. And like I like Hellboy as a character. None of the other characters have really like stood out to me.
Have you seen any of the movies?
Nope.
Okay, gotcha. So
I have no experience with
okay,
Hellboy
gotcha.
outside of the two comics I've read.
Because I've seen the two of the movies, not the more recent one, so I like
Right,
have some
the
idea
Ron
of like
Perlman
the
ones?
setting. Yeah, exactly. So I have some idea of the setting and the characters. But even though I haven't seen those movies in literally years, but okay, so I was just because that would give you preconceptions and like contrasting things to talk about. But no, you haven't seen them, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
But anyway, so I guess it's my turn.
Cringe.
So I think the one thing I want to talk about is, I mean, it's really good, but also Mushoku Tensei, which was the seasonal from last season, I think, where it's an isekai show. The show looks really fucking good. I legitimately had a lot of fun with it. I mean, there's a very big like caveat where the main character is kind of a fucked up pervert character, and like he's still a good character, but like I understand why people have aversions to the series. But it's only 11 episodes. It's getting season 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't this the one where he comes
yes.
back as a kid and like tries
Yes.
to have sex with a little girl?
And yes,
Wait.
kind of. Well,
Wait, that's getting adapted. Like
Mushoku
wait,
Tensei,
is
yeah.
it? Hold on.
this is it already got adapted. Well, here's the best part, Vindy. So his kid has a voice actor because, you know, it's a child voice. His mental voice actor is still his original self from the human from, you know, our world, right?
Right.
He's voiced by Sugida.
Oh no! Don't make me try to watch this pedophile anime.
Well, like, you know, Gintoki's kind of a fucking horn dog, so
Yeah, so that's good. I like it.
But well, it's not even just like it's horny with just the main character. Like, so he's born into the fantasy world, and he's got a hot mom, and his parents fuck. Like, there are literally scenes where he's like in his bedroom thinking about like the world and stuff, and he's like fucking 4 years old, and you just hear his parents smashing in the background. Okay, and then it becomes like relevant to the interpersonal like drama in the household. Like, here's the thing: if you remove all the pervert character stuff, it is legitimately like a funny and wholesome like fantasy slice of life thing. And it's like it's so good. I legitimately like enjoyed the shit out of it through the whole way. You know, and of course, like, I'm a Made in Abyss fan. I don't mind degeneracy. But it's like when recommending the series, there's like a huge that huge caveat, because it's definitely like there's reasons a lot of people don't like it.
Right.
Like there are with any kind of pervert character stuff and a lot of things. Though, like, as far as like, I think the difference, like, because brought up Made in Abyss is way more degenerate, but none of the main characters take part in that degeneracy, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, in some ways, the main character, Mushoku Tensei, is kind of a shit. Like, he's an adult man in the body of a child, perving on the girls around him who are not necessarily over the age of,
Right.
you know, and
obviously there are arguments you could make surrounding
Well-
that, where even if he has memories of being an adult, he's in a child's body, so he has childish hormones going through him and things like that. But yeah.
Well, that's actually does come up. Like, he mentions not being attracted to his mother, even though, like, his real self, his original adult self would probably be very attracted to his mother, but he isn't. The other thing is that it's a feudal fantasy setting, right? So there's some level of like, in the real world, like, 13-year-old kids we're just getting married off, right? Like, that's just how this is. So, and that kind of, like, like, there's one girl who is kind of open about getting his daughter engaged with him and is, like, fine with sexual stuff happening, and it's, even though they're little children, it's like it's just part of the world, and it makes sense, but again, it's understandably off-putting to people, so
it's a little cringe.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But it was a good show, and I liked it. Like I said, it's also like this wholesome fantasy thing where the main character's overcoming some of the traumas from being, like, heavily bullied in his previous life, which is part of what turned him into, a geeky loser. There's a good person in there, but it's like, he's somewhere in there. And the other, especially there's a fucking the girl who he spends most of the show with is this, like, redheaded. She's a redheaded, like, tsundere character. She is so fucking good. I love her.
Redhead tsundere.
She fucking there's one episode where she cuts up a fucking monster and, like, is bathing in its blood, and I'm like, she's so, hold on, do I have a picture? Oh my god,
hold on, give me a picture. Yes, yeah, maybe not of her bathing in the blood, but, like, maybe her tits.
Well, it's not like literally.
If she's a child, I'm gonna be so furious. If Craftsdwarf's doing all this setup to show me a fucking child, I'm actually gonna maul it off the face of the earth. That laugh means I was right on the money. I take it all back. Ignore everything I said.
Well, I'm still gonna show the picture when my fucking folder loads.
No, you're toxic.
Oh no.
This man's trying to catch me in 4K, but I'm one step ahead.
Look at her. Look at her. She's good. Look at her. Look.
Maybe a good character.
Yeah, she is. I love her.
Just kidding. No woman could be a good character. Yeah.
And Craftsdwarf, that does look like a good character design.
Is that most what you have to say about Mushoku Tensei?
Yeah. If nothing I said sounds off-putting to you, watch it, please. It's very good. I enjoyed it a lot.
Would you say it's among your favorite isekai?
That's tough. Hold on, let me think. Because I actually I feel like with isekai, there's like, it's either like an 8 to 9 range, or it's like a 5, and there isn't much in between. And this is definitely in the 8 to 9 range.
Okay.
So yeah,
I can respect that then.
So yeah, if another round, I guess it's Nunmanji's turn.
Well, I didn't talk about this in the last. Well, I mean, I guess this is the first one technically.
He's so mad.
So I watched like a bunch of TMNT stuff. I watched every movie except for the one that's like a crossover with Batman.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you didn't watch Turtles 3 and we were gonna have to fucking fight.
I'm not retarded.
I'm the world's biggest Turtles 3 fan.
Is good.
Yeah, it is.
Turtles 2 is actually the worst one.
I agree.
Well, it's not bad, but it's
Turtles 3 is so fun.
Good one. But yeah, I watched every TMNT movie, and I also watched TMNT 2012. I mean, I guess I'm going to talk about a little bit of each of them. The live action, like, of the movies, the first TMNT movie was my favorite. Like, out of like the first original trilogy, I guess, and of like out of all the movies in general, is my favorite one, I would say. Mostly because after watching, I wouldn't say there's like a Turtles movie that I think is like the definitive Turtles movie that's like with Spider-Man. I really like Spider-Man 2, and I would also, like, even though I don't like Spider-Verse as much personally, I would also say that's like a peak Spider-Man film that's like, like, I feel like Spider-Man just has a lot of, it at least has those two movies as like, you can look at that for Spider-Man. But like with Turtles, none of the movies are like hit as high, because like I'm not gonna say cause the old trilogy can't be that for some people, but I almost feel like the style of it is like, I don't know, I guess it's not really what I'm looking for out of the Turtles. Like, it's a lot more like how the original cartoon was. So, it's just not like what I'm looking for and like the Michael Bay movies, they weren't bad, and I did like one thing that they said about Raph in the movie that I didn't really think about but makes a lot of sense, is just like, explained him being so, like, it explained his anger and like why he is the way he is in a way I didn't think about, which is really just like, he's really passionate, and he also like cares so much about them that it's like to the point where he just gets so upset because he's like, he's the most, like, it kind of makes it like he's the most scared of what could happen to them, and he feels the deepest love that kind of just like drives him to the edge sometimes. So that was real, like even though I don't really like the Michael, like, I don't dislike them, but like I don't know, I just really liked that from the Michael Bay movies. And after I finished every movie, I went to watching TMNT 2012 because even though I do want to see every cartoon series as well, I was the most interested in finishing that one because it was the most recent that I watched and didn't finish, and it was like the end was in sight, I guess, when I was watching that, to the point where it's like I don't want to wait super long to see what happens. And I felt like if I watched the original Turtles cartoon, that's the one that I'm least interested in, it would slow down every like watching I would do instead of just starting with something that I'm the most interested in. And it's not like I was gonna like watch Turtles for like content or anything, it's just like enjoyment. So
right,
I just went with the one I think that enjoy the most. And I was really liking it. Seasons 1 and 2 were like the peak for me. Season 3 is really, well, season 3 is good, not bad, but then like season 4 and season 5, especially 5, is really the one that's like it was really painful, because I definitely think in a lot of ways it could be like a favorite cartoon, but then it's just like it just gets less entertaining, because like the biggest thing about that show is the Krang and Shredder are like the most interesting villains to have involved in things, and season 5 doesn't have them because they defeat them in season 4. And a lot of season 4, the earlier part of season 4, or no, was that season 4, they were in space, so they introduced like a lot of new locations and a lot of like random alien, and not random, but like a lot of aliens that weren't as connected to the Turtles and stuff, that it just wasn't like as entertaining. So it just like kind of dragged down the entire experience, I guess.
Right.
So basically, don't watch that season.
I'm not gonna say don't watch that season, but
you're gonna imply
so
it, and
it seems like
so toxic.
From what I could tell, it seemed like Nick made them make that 5th season when it was supposed to end at season 4, which would make
Fucking
sense
Nicholas.
if that's true.
Thank you. What? I'm glad somebody laughed at
I
that.
hate you so much, dude.
Hey, you can't be too mad. It gotta laugh.
Maybe keep going, none.
But yeah, it was interesting seeing all of the Turtles things, and I before watching everything, I was like, Leonardo's my favorite turtle, but now it's like I appreciate Raph and Mikey more overall. Not that Leo's not my favorite anymore, but within the context of the movies, Mikey or Raph is my favorite, because I don't really like Leonardo in most of the movies, not specifically at least. Whereas in the cartoon series, I really like him, because I almost feel like in a movie, it's really hard to have enough time to do his character arc, I guess. Like, at least what Turtles usually does with him.
Right.
And like Mikey and Raph are just like, I don't want to say easier to do, but they're just always kind of hit, I guess. So yeah.
And None says he hates
cool.
Toku.
So shut up.
What
Here's
does
my
that have to
question
do
for
with
you,
Toku?
None.
What, that I said that the
live
suit
action
actors wanted...
Okay. 2 questions.
Okay.
What'd you think of Bay Turtles?
I mean, I think it was good, I guess. Like, it wasn't my least favorite. Like, like I would maybe put like Out of the Shadows, which is the second Bay movie, above the second original Turtles movie. Like it was kind of interesting seeing the Michael Bay movie in a sense decide to have the Turtles be known. Like they're not like fully known where they're like going out in public, but like
Right. Like people knew that the Turtles were a thing.
Yeah, they knew them, and it's really like the police and military who are aware of them, I guess. And like, you know, at first they're like rejecting them and stuff, but they had to April basically convinced them to work with, you know, the Turtles because, you know, they've been saving and looking out for the city the whole time. So, you know, and they even have a choice of where they could let the public know about them because they did save the day and stuff, and so like people would have to accept them, but at the end they did decide to you know, not go fully public, I guess.
Right.
Mikey was super funny in those movies actually though, because he, you know, he kind of has like a little crush on April, so like when he's hitting on her, those jokes are like really funny.
Well,
and it was kind of interesting to see in a sense, since, you know, 2012 was the most recent I saw before that, and in 2012 Donatello likes April, so it's like I was a little bit used to seeing that.
Am I
so
wrong? I feel like in the original
like,
movies, it's in the live action movies, it's Raph that has the thing for April, right? Or am I on drugs? I thought I remembered that being a part of the first movie, but I haven't seen it since I was a child.
I mean, like, they reference her being, like, attractive, but none of them are, like, really into her.
Here's my second question for you, all right?
Okay.
And this is extremely important. So what, if you could be trained in and use one Ninja Turtles weapon, which one would it be? I have to add trained in because Craftsdwarf fucking ape brain when I asked him that question. What'd you say?
Leonardo swords. Like, okay. I mean, swords are just, like, obviously the best one. Come on. Like, what? You would choose Mikey's nunchucks or something?
Maybe. I'd have to think about it.
So I have a question for you, Nun. How much Turtles media have you not consumed, and how much of it are you planning to eventually go through? Like that, you haven't
the only thing I haven't
the comics,
experienced,
the old TV series, the 2003 one, and the new TV series. Are the ones you haven't mentioned, I don't think, or maybe I missed it.
I mean, I've seen like a good part of every TMNT cartoon.
Okay, gotcha. But are you planning to
the
go
only
back and
thing in
finish
terms
them,
of not comics that I haven't experienced at all is that Batman and TMNT crossover.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I do plan on finishing all the cartoons.
Gotcha.
I just, you know, started with the one I was most interested in.
And I assume the comic at some point.
Yeah, I do want to read
at that
a
point.
comic
Like
run.
you might as
don't
like
really
if you're
know.
like you watch all the fucking cartoon series and you're just gonna I won't read the comic. Like
no, I'm definitely interested because
Okay.
like in like someone in the Vinmanji server told me about how there's one where Raph is Shredder for some reason. I'm not gonna read that one first because I'd rather read one that's like a little more traditional.
Or the
as
original one.
first.
Yeah, the original ones maybe.
But that was interesting.
Yeah, I don't like. I know some. Seen some Turtles stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I know those two characters. So having them be the same is weird. But
Oh, I just remembered. I mean, like, it is like I just want to talk about one thing in like a turtle movie that like really pissed me off because like I wonder what you guys would think about it. I guess I mean you don't have context on it, but I was super annoyed with like in one of the animated TMNT movies, which is like just this one-off movie that isn't connected to anything and never got sequels, but basically what happens in it is kind of like Raph decides to become like this guy who fights crime.
Oh, I remember that movie. I watched it as a kid.
Oh,
I know
dude,
what
yeah,
you're
that
talking
one where
about.
it becomes like the night. What does he come? Like the fucking
The Night Watcher.
the Night Watcher. Oh, Batman.
Yeah, the 2007 movie.
Yes.
Dude, I watched that movie.
was it a CG
epic.
movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I thought it was connected. I assumed it was connected to the 2012 series because they looked in the same style. But
what?
I haven't seen. I never saw either of them. So my
This one, right?
my recollections
Yeah,
are
that
over
one. That
10
one's
years
fucking
old.
epic.
Yeah, that
They're both
one.
very vague.
That one's fucking epic.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah.
No, this one's like, I mean, I used to like it when I was younger, but rewatching it, that one was my least favorite by far.
Well,
Your least favorite Turtles media, or just least favorite movie?
Least favorite by far of like media that I've seen.
Okay, gotcha.
Of the turtles.
Because like, well, one, I mean, I guess in the like, I'm not offended by the villain sucking, but I am offended that like the whole Raph and Leo stuff, because like basically, Raph was taking the crime going on in New York in his own hands because all the turtles were like split up and not really like being active, so Raph was stopping crime, and Leo basically said he was wrong for doing that. When it's like, you would think that it's like, you know, he's wrong because he's being too hard on the criminals or something, or he's doing something bad, but like no, he's just taking them down like normal. But Leonardo just doesn't like that somebody who like isn't the group is taking them down. So like, you know, he goes and fights, you know, Raph, not knowing it's Raph, and like tells him to stop doing that basically. But it's like exactly what they do, but he just doesn't like it when it's somebody they don't know who's doing that. So it's just like it really was like so annoying to see that, and like Raph really didn't do anything like wrong.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't really think of any reason why Raph should really be like wrong. Like yeah, I get he could think it's a normal person who could get hurt or something, but it wasn't like that wasn't even the concern that Leo had. It was just that you shouldn't be doing this. So yeah, that was pretty cringe.
Sad. Well, that about covers my questions. So
So, there's a show I've been watching that I've been trying to get everyone to watch.
Okay, yeah, what the fuck is this furry bullshit you've been on?
What the fuck is wrong with you? You're so rude to me. That's
Okay, just tell me about the furries.
She-Ra, the Princess of Power is so fucking good. What the fuck? All right. So for those of you who don't know what She-Ra, the Princess of Power is, it's like the reboot of that fucking classic fucking She-Ra series. It was the one that the only thing I knew about it beforehand was that like when it came out, the designs came out, all these fucking people were like, they ruined my She-Ra. They ruined it. They made it worse. They Tumblrized it. And like
They might have.
Hmm?
They might have.
No.
I
Okay.
mean, I'd want to see a comparison of what they looked like
Yeah.
before.
Have you seen what these fucking characters look like? The original ones. They look fucking bad. Like I went and looked back at some of them. They look real fucking bad. Like holy shit.
Here's something I found. Here's another one I found.
I literally posted the same image. Look.
It's not the same image.
Okay, whatever. Like look at these fucking designs on the left. They're so bad.
Well, the problem is in neither of them is anyone hot.
Okay, well, you know, whatever. At least they're fucking character designs on the right. Like, at least this. See, here's the thing: the new series at least has fucking character designs. Like, they look like they're all distinct and they're all like.
They look kind of younger in the.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be in the new one. They're like.
Okay, here I found a really good
Adora.
comparison.
Adora in the new series is 16. God, Scorpio looks so fucking bad. What the fuck is happening on like? Okay. She's like, they gave her, like, in the original series, she has these fucking terrible fucking tiny little claws and shit. Like, oh my god, Hordak looks like shit.
They made the purple girl fat.
Okay, so, man, like, I don't see the problem.
Okay, I mean, that one's like kind of a Tumblrism.
Yeah, but they made her a fucking character design.
Yo, wait, why'd they make this guy black?
Because are you dissing Bo? Are you dissing Bo
What
right
the
now?
heck?
Bo's
Why
my
are
fucking
there
homie
black
right
people
now.
in this show? Is that what you're saying?
What the fuck?
No,
my
I
fucking
just
homie.
saw
You're
it.
fucked
I
up,
saw
bro.
the line and I had to take it. I'm sorry. I had to say it. You can't judge me.
Okay, so like She-Ra the Princess of Power, like basically is so you know how like a lot of these series.
I just want to say because you described it, and it's a what the what show.
Yeah,
to a
it's
T.
literally what the what show because a lot of like what the show talks about, and there's a reason. Like you know how like the Legend of Korra out of fucking nowhere just has a like they confirm it's a gay relationship in the fucking Tumblr post afterwards, right?
Okay,
This
I mean,
show-
I'll defend that a little bit and say that, you know, they were airing on Nick, so they obviously couldn't, like, do more if they wanted to.
There's a lot of things about it. Korra's in general, just a lot of things. So most series that would do this a lot of these kids series that would do this kind of story would like only like heavily imply that the characters are gay or something like that. There's just gay people everywhere in the show. Everyone's gay, and like there's a reason why they do it too. It's like sometimes there's just characters that are gay and they don't care. Like it just kind of fucking happens, right? It's a normal thing. But other times, one of the most impactful moments in the series is about a gay relationship, and there's a lot of reasons why, right? So like, She-Ra as a story is about like this idea that everyone is being told what they have to be, right? Everyone is being like has to deal with this idea that like something about it be like family pressures or like destiny or whatever is telling the characters in the series what they want, what they have to be. One of the characters is just straight up like emotionally and physically abused throughout her entire life. So like she's being told that she has to be this, like that she's inferior all the time, and that like she's has to conform or whatever. And through the course of the series, even like when you like look at the mechanics of the series, like one of the biggest plot points and that revolves around like how the world itself works is like has to do with this idea that like what's inside is being sucked out, like is being like, what is it, like crushed, like has to be like contained, is only used for like one thing. And the whole point of the series is that you have to let what's inside out. You have to show the world who you really are, let the magic free and shit like that. It's also just really fucking funny. The show actually has a lot of really good fucking humor. One of the characters that like I'm trying to use to debate Natty to watch is to
The
like,
cat girl?
No, not the cat girl. Katra is like the character that I most identify with for reasons that I can only say if you watch the show. She's also the one that
I mean, also for reasons that you imply that you mentioned, or I feel like, but I know you and some of the things you said. I was like, oh yeah, that's why it's a WattheWut show, but I'm not gonna explain why.
This character in Chapta is also like canonically autistic. Like she's like they actually handle it pretty well. She's also really fucking good, and is the character I'm trying to get to watch Natty to watch because she's got purple hair, and she's funny as fuck. The show's just really fucking good, and like it manages to tell what it needs to, and over the course of 5 seasons. I think a lot of the fans though are really want like a fucking movie, because I just want more of this fucking show. There's also a pirate man who sings shanties.
Okay, well don't try to tempt me.
There's a pirate man who sings shanties that his name is fucking Seahawk, and he's the funniest man on the fucking planet. He's so good.
I refuse to watch your furry bait.
It's okay, dude. This man's entire meme is that he sets his boats on fire because it's epic and cool. And like all of his enemies that he's ever made in his life are just mad at him because he set their
He looks
boats on
like
fire.
he should be named Sebastian. That's all I'm
His
gonna
name's
say.
Seahawk.
Make of that what you will.
Are you fucking dissing Seahawk right now? He's a fucking Chad.
I said make of it what you will. If you want to see that as a diss, then
Why?
you can.
Adventure, bro. Adventure. Look
at Sebastian.
Adventure.
My only experience with anything He-Man, I watched like some of the 2003 series when it was on TV, but
Here's what I don't get, right? People are being like, it ruined She-Ra. Have you ever seen the original She-Ra?
Have you?
I saw some parts of it, and then I stopped because I was
saw
like,
some clips. That's not seeing it.
Toxic what the what?
Toxic what the what is right. Toxic what the what is right.
That's all I care about He-Man is Skeletor.
Okay, well, hate me.
Wait, oh yeah, what? You have to watch the original series. There's a part where like Skeletor like walks into a mirror and then he like punches the mirror and breaks it to cut off the portal. And I think that's Skeletor. I just remember that gif, and it's...
I gotta stop. I'll do this all day. All right, is that all you have to say about She-Ra?
She-Ra, yes, it's very good. I have a lot to say about it, and I have to do a lot of watching and reading for something.
Neat.
Hog?
Neat.
Okay, I guess it's me. I finished to talk about more Western media because I don't consume media from Japan. That's cringe. I played Jedi Fallen Order in the last week, so that's the Star Wars game that is like very like FromSoft inspired. I don't want to say Souls inspired because it's very clear that its biggest inspiration was Sekiro gameplay wise, which makes sense, right? With it being a help me
lightsaber sword
lightsaber
combat thing?
yeah like there's lightsabers, so there's like sword combat, or you're fighting other people with like sword like weapons a lot of the time. The deflections make sense as opposed to having you roll a lot. But I thought the gameplay, I mean, I think that this is a problem that most people have with a majority of the Souls-like genre, I guess you could say, is that because a lot of the ones that aren't made by FromSoft are just kind of taking things from the combat and I don't think are adding meaningful enough changes or being different enough. A lot of times the combat systems can feel very like it just doesn't feel as good, right? Like when I'm playing the game and the gameplay feels like Sekiro but worse, and there aren't many good bosses, it's like it's boring, right, to play.
Yeah, well, like it's lacking the polish, right? Where maybe because like the FromSoft team has been developing these games for over a decade, right? Where
I don't want to be rude in saying this, but it felt like to me playing the game, they didn't design any of the bosses, even the best boss. They didn't design any of the bosses or really any of the encounters around what makes Sekiro's combat.
Okay.
Because I would say, at least for me, what I think makes Sekiro's combat really good is that rhythm to a fight, right? How fast-paced it gets, and your attack, block, attack, right? And like when you get into that rhythm of the sword fight, that's when Sekiro's combat gets really good. I think a lot of the bosses are created or structured, or enemies and like the way they fight is a lot closer to a Dark Souls enemy. So your block in a lot of fights is just kind of like a parry, or like your parry block is a lot more like a parry functionally in like normal enemy encounters. It feels a lot more like what you get from like Dark Souls 1 or something. And I think that kind of makes it feel a little cheap. And then especially in the bosses, when you get into a boss and you're fighting someone with a lightsaber, and it just doesn't feel great. It's like I wanted more of like this fast-paced, like rhythmic action.
Yeah, especially since
I feel like is missing.
Less so in Sekiro. Like Sekiro has good bosses, but I feel like with Dark Souls they're more like these big set piece things, right? The bosses and Sekiro. Don't get me wrong, Sekiro has some great bosses, but like if the bosses aren't like a standout point in your like FromSoft-esque game, then what's the point of playing?
Right. And then there are also a lot of bosses that were like the big boss, but the problem is because it's Sekiro's system, you press circle once to like evade and twice to roll. So then like rolling feels clunky, so I don't like fighting big bosses that you have to roll out of the way of their attacks.
Yeah, because Sekiro had a roll?
I think if you double tap circle, you roll, but I know that's how it works in Fallen Order.
Okay, because I was about to say is like, because you don't need to roll in Sekiro. Like, it's clunky in the same way that Bloodborne gives you a shield at the start of the game to go,
right.
You don't need this, don't use it, right?
Right.
Because they know people are going to play a lot of their games and maybe expect the same things, but it's like, no, this is different, right? But go ahead.
And so I had some issues with the gameplay in that sense. And then this is maybe a weird thing, and maybe I am the only one here who gets this because I've seen too much Star Wars stuff. I'm so tired of the Star Wars soundtrack. Please stop using the same fucking songs that John Williams wrote when God was a boy in every piece of Star Wars media. I don't need to hear the same like flute notes. I don't need to hear the same fucking like clarinet thing. I don't need to hear the same Star Wars music. Get something new, get new music, make your fucking game have a unique feel musically. One of the best parts in the game is because the music is like different and cool and great and not just the same like whimsical music that most of Star Wars has. I'm fucking tired of it. Get it out of shit. That's part of why I like Mandalorian a lot, because it doesn't have the fucking like exact same like musical shit that everything else has. It has its own feel with its fucking OST and its music. That shit pissed me off. Besides that, I very much enjoyed what I saw of where I played Fallen Order. I thought visually it was really good, and I really liked the actor who played the main character, and the story ended up really hooking me as it went on. And it almost got me emotional in one scene. So I definitely am a fan of that, I guess, right? Like I'm a fan of the story and the way that it all played out, and I thought it was. I think the game's not okay. Don't play it if you like Souls games. You're like, oh, it's a Souls like. But I think if you like Star Wars, you'll get enough out of the game to like it. If that makes sense.
Imagine like the Star Wars, bro.
There are a lot of people that like Star Wars.
Yeah, and you know.
Shut up.
Maybe that's the problem with society, you know.
The problem with society is that we let women talk. Come on.
Okay, so you don't want me talking. I understand.
So that's all I have to say about Fallen Order.
Okay, so I have, well, in quotes, I have been supposedly doing like a favorites rewatch, and I decided to start with like the 3 anime that got me into watching anime a lot. And the most recent one that I watched, or rewatched rather, was Nichijou, the KyoAni show, which like, because I watched a lot of clips on YouTube back in like 2011. And I remember when I watched the show, I didn't think it was very funny, but I realized, like, you know, I've already seen a lot of this show before I even started the first episode, right? You know, I feel like, I think I even later rewatched an episode, and I didn't laugh at all, so I just ended up, like, lowering my score a lot. But I rewatched it lately with just, like, much, you know, fresher, like, you know, because it's been so long since I touched anything Nichijou. It's probably one of my favorite comedy anime now, in that, like,
dude,
just most, like...
Oh my god.
What?
Dude, you fucking got older and you got smarter, holy shit.
Well, I think also, like, it's, like, and it's not a bad anime to start with, but one thing I would not have appreciated when I started watching anime is how good the fucking voice acting is. Like... And not just, like, the show is just so well produced. Like, there were legit times where, like, even if I can say, like, the joke itself isn't that funny, but it's sold by the voices, by the animation, like, some of the animation is just funny. Or just the way they, like, frames, like, the direction, or the sound effects they'll use sometimes. Like, those enhance jokes that otherwise I might not have enjoyed. Like, it's just... And there's just some really, like, clever stuff they do. Like, there's one episode that, or one chapter, rather, because they adapt it, like, chapter by chapter, like, the segments are even numbered, right, to refer to the chapter that they're adapting. And there's one that it plays out like a silent movie. Like, they use, like, Mickey Mousing soundtrack, and none of the characters say any lines of dialogue, presumably because that's what it was like in the original 4-Coma. But they, like, took it a step beyond by going that direction with it, and it's...
God, Craftsdwarf.
It's fucking brilliant.
I love to see fucking... You know what this is like? You never watched, like, there was, like, this one movie that, like, or, like, not a movie, it was, like, a TV special from, like, I forgot what TV special. Basically what it was, like, we saw the progression of humanity, like, from cavemen, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm watching a caveman fucking, like, get a fucking brain or something.
Unfortunate.
Unlucky. No, but yeah, I'm really glad
like,
you're liking it now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember talking about it much before, but it's like, I just came to realize, I especially like Yuko. She is a disaster child. She is a complete mess, and I love her.
Dude, have you gone to the part, like, I forgot what part it was.
I finished the show.
Okay,
but,
so remember the part where, like, she got, like, she had, like, the fucking, like, dojo, or the manga she was making, right, of the dojo.
Oh, you're thinking of Mio.
Yeah, and then, like, the police came over.
Holy shit.
That was so fucking funny. Dude.
And, like, that's literally the, I think there was, I forget what it was from, but it's, like, there, like, a court where it's, like, actually, my client has an alibi because we have these chat logs. He's like, I would rather just admit to the murder, rather than show the chat logs in court. And that was kind of like that, where the cop is like, what's in your bag? And she has her boys love yaoi dojin in there. And she doesn't want to show it, obviously. And she just, like, goes full martial arts and starts beating the shit out of everyone.
Everyone, yeah. They're all dead.
Like, there's a fucking goat starts eating one of the pages that fell out. Just some fucking old man with a top hat who just recurs in the background for no reason. Just comes, he's, like, gawking at the pages in horror, and she just fucking, like, suplexes him or some shit. And it's fucking amazing.
So fucking funny, dude. I love that moment.
Nichijou is so fucking good, and it's got like mostly it is comedy, but it's still got some like really like wholesome stuff. Like there is actually like an arc to it a bit where with Nano, who is her life is suffering for no reason. Like she's like, you know, the whole joke is like it's called daily life, which but it's also very absurd and goofy. And the point of it is basically like, you know, everyone's weird. You know, we're all normies, so to speak.
We're all normies. Let's go.
Right. And you know, so like Nano's like the most normal character personality wise, but also she's a robot and very anxious about that fact, and Hakase like exists to torture her by like revealing her and modifying her. But you know, she gets like a little arc where she gets to go to school and it ends in a really happy place, and I'm like, yes, satisfying show. Good. I liked it.
Nice, dude.
Is good, and if you haven't watched it, you should. It's a good show. Kyoani good. Nichijou good.
Kyoani good.
Oh, also I love Mai and also Mio's older sister because they are just like goddesses of trolling. Like they exist to completely fuck over and ruin the lives of the other characters. And they're gigabrained about it. And it's so funny.
Dude, I watched that shit in high school. There was one joke I remember, right? I forgot what it was. It's just because there's just so many moments of just Mai fucking over everyone. Just ruins everyone's mental state slowly. It's so fucking funny.
Which one are you thinking
I'm
of?
trying because there's like so many. There's so many. You can...
Well, there's one I like. Probably the most iconic one that I've seen posted around the most is when she's in the classroom with Yuko.
Yes.
And she just like Yuko's trying to take a test, and Mai is just like ruining her life. So like she takes off a wig and reveals that she's actually bald, and Yuko is like has her jaw dropped, and then the camera pans slightly, and you see the school principal outside the window. His jaw is also dropped because he just happened to be walking by and he saw Mai take off her wig. And there's another part where like she's like standing on her desk and Yuko's like freaking out, and then she like looks behind her and Maya's like raises her finger and she's like joining hands with God, who she drew on like the chalkboard behind. It is insanity, and she's amazing.
It's so fucking funny. Like she just like every single moment she just at all time just ruining people's minds. Like,
and sometimes she does get like, I love the one where they're at the shrine in the rain and like they all have this deadpan expression, and
oh my god,
just like breaks around them, and the best part is like Mai like dodges backwards to avoid something that's heading her way because she's like this Karma Houdini because she's a troll, but then she's still like something like a big sign like comes down and crashes over her head anyway, so it's like she like you missed, and then nope, she got anyway, and it's so rare to see her get owned in any capacity. Like that might be the only time in the show that it happens at all.
It's so fucking funny. Oh my god.
God. And then the side cast is also really good. Like I do like the running joke with the tsundere character who will just like use firearms grenades, and she's adorable. Like there's the part where she breaks the guy she likes his glasses, and then she starts to walk him to the nurse's office, and everyone's there, everyone sees, everyone saw, and then he's like, well, and then like they go, and she's like, what are you doing? And she's like, well, you can't see, and he's like, but I can see. They're just I don't need glasses. It's just the fake lenses. And she was like, I was slowly crushing a bug on your arm with my arm, like to try and excuse it. And it's such a dumb excuse. She's adorable.
Dude, it's so good, man. God.
And it's just like, you know, it can be cute, it can be funny, it can be wholesome. It's a good anime. I liked it.
Nice. Craftsdwarf.
Good. Hot take, I guess.
Craftsdwarf Redemption arc. Holy shit. You have talked about it once, and I remember you said something that was like, it's not that good, and I fucking mauled it real hard.
I think what I would have said is like, it just has no rewatch value because I tried to watch it again and I didn't find it funny.
Oh yeah, no, that's still a cringe take and it made me want to fucking die.
And now I think it's funny just thinking about it, and it's like, okay, why was that such a bad take? Why did? But no,
we all have bad takes, Craftsdwarf. We've all had it. You know, like Vindy's not a normie, right? One Piece is better than Eden's.
You're dead. Anyway,
can we do something? Can we just what the fuck? Why is everything Roboco? Why? I don't understand.
Well, see, look, Roboco is like at that Pickle Rick level where it's like, even if it doesn't matter my feelings on it, the fact that it annoys people makes it funny to me.
I'm not even annoyed. I don't understand.
Let's go.
I don't even understand like what's happening.
So yeah, it's basically Roboco it's a manga running in Jump right now that a lot of people don't like. I would say myself included. Like there have been chapters that I enjoyed, but overall it's like one of my least favorite things to read.
It looks so fucking ugly, dude.
and a lot of people like
What
Dot
the
especially
fuck?
like hates it even more. So of course Nunmanji's response was to like rename all of the servers after Roboco, add emotes into the Vinmanji server. And they're good emotes too, like especially the one with Roboco crying. Like I want that one on my server.
Yeah, I keep seeing that one spammed.
It's like again, my feelings on Roboco don't matter at this point. It's funny because it annoys people, and I like annoying people with stuff that they don't like that. Like it's because it's just like they see
Thank
Roboco
you,
and they're
Craftsdwarf.
pissed, right? Like
I'm not even like
because that's exactly it, right? It's because I don't get pissed you show like well none will be a shithead and it'll like send me like Danganronpa killer images. And see, it's like you're mad, and then you realize, like, oh wait, no, I am a shithead, right? But that doesn't happen enough. Which is not an invitation to send me more fucking images, by the way.
Send in more images.
But it's like, you know, that I usually don't get mad about seeing things I don't like. So it's funny to me that other people do, which is why I'm like on board with like Roboco shitposting.
Like, I just don't get
like
it.
they did the whole parody of the Jujutsu Kaisen ED, and I think I saw some like I was like, this is quite fine. Like the way they had Roboco like break into the like whenever she came through the door and she like shattered the door frame in different ways every time, I was like, that's good. I like that. But some people were like, how dare this happen? How dare Roboco do the thing that it always does and parody other Shonen Jump manga, right? Like, but I was like, this is fine. Like people getting mad about it is funnier to me than Roboco. And
I mean, like, okay, if I'm being honest about Roboco, a reason why it's like, I mean, like, I don't love it, but like also going into it knowing how like angry
And, like,
Dot would act about it, or
even
how
not even
upset
just Dot. Like
people were.
Vindy didn't like it. I don't remember hearing any positives. Like Bridget read it recently, and she's like, wow, this is like already one of the worst manga I've ever read.
Well, you know,
like,
Bridget's
just from the
very like
beginning,
negative about most.
Well, yeah,
things,
she's
so.
kind of she can be about the things she's she can say dumb things about the things she doesn't like, which is normal. But it's like right, so yeah, none going into Roboco with like no expectations aside from everyone hates this and probably liking it like more than expected, right? And then but it's funny to I gotcha. I see where you're coming from.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
I just don't know
And,
what's
like,
happening.
there are small things to like, I think.
I just don't know what's happening, if I'm being honest. Like,
there are definitely chapters like I'd have to like I've enjoyed some chapters like legitimately.
Like,
see,
I mean,
like,
I like the
everyone-
one where his
Go on.
friend, his rich friend was like, it's like he acts like he's doing everything like effortlessly and he's like on top of everything, but like it shows his regular day where he's basically like
he
working
works his
super
ass off
hard to
so
have
that he can
time.
have that right.
Yeah, to
the
hang
friends
out with
are
his
good.
friends.
Yeah. I actually like the chapter that brought up Blue Box because like I don't know, something about like following up the running joke of like the joke of Roboco plagiarizing other manga, but like her being mad about Blue Box and claiming it was plagiarizing Roboco, something about that got to me. I don't know why, especially the joke where she comments on how like well drawn the knees are, and I'm like, God damn it, motherfucker! I don't know why I thought that. Why am I laughing at this? Or
The
why am
slam dunk
laughing?
page is legitimately funny, but I don't think Roboco's art's very good most of the time, and I don't find it funny. Now
Shut
that I'm
the
back
fuck
from
up.
shitting, I'll say that. You shut the fuck up.
you're so
okay.
chuck sauce.
I mean, funny. Like, I don't think I like laugh out loud, but there starts like that's amusing, right? But I don't know. It
I mean,
happens
like that
sometimes.
slam dunk chapter is like an 8 out of 10 minimum. Like that specific chapter, it's so good actually.
Yeah, but like, why did Mitama have to die?
What are you talking about?
Mitama was better.
Mitama's security was better. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I know it
cringe.
was.
Mitama
No,
walked so that
you're-
Roboco
I haven't
could
read
run.
it, so it can't be better.
Vindy didn't hear what I said or react.
I did hear what you said.
Sad.
There was too much cringe all at once. I didn't know who to react to, so I chose to stay quiet.
All right. Anyway, that about covers it. It sounds like.
I'm glad I made it back from pooping for the end. I don't know before I joined on my phone if y'all said anything. I went poop.
No, I saw it. Well, I figured after a while anyway. Because I'm talking. I'm not reading chat or I'm listening. I'm not gonna fucking go read our text.
No,
chat.
I'm saying I don't know if y'all said
yeah,
anything like so that the
no,
viewers
oh,
would know.
no,
I went
no.
and took a shit. I
Oh
was
yeah,
pooping.
that's right. The viewers have to know. I forgot about them for a second there.
What the heck? You're not thinking of the viewers?
That's toxic. This episode is 2 hours long. We're gonna try not to keep them all being 2 hours long, so we'll talk about it outside of this. Some things we want to keep it a little bit shorter because
I have to edit these and
yeah, a little.
Oh
long,
my god,
long.
it's the return of Craftsdwarf not wanting to fucking edit things into it.
Shush! Close your mouth.
Well, I'm the only one who can be timely about it, so I have to.
Just for a while, remember how it was like a fucking meme for your ass to like not want to like fucking put anything in the fucking episodes.
At least I don't have to put any pictures in.
It's always gonna be fucking iconic, and you can't tell me it's not. It's great. I love it.
The only reason I remember that is because, like, literally yesterday we watched through a bunch of the Weeb Club out of context clips, me and What and some other people that he knows. So it's like, so a lot of them, the Weeb Club jokes are like fresh in my memory. But anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for staying. Thank you for coming back. And thank you for watching for the first time if this is your first video.
Neat.
We hope y'all enjoy the next week of content and for next foreseeable future of content, as we have
so much.
Yeah,
and a lot of it's good. Some of it is fine, but I would not say anything we've done is like outright bad.
Tamako Market.
That is not the Danganronpa Let's Play, and you know it.
And that was done before. So you have to remember Tamako Market.
Yeah,
and,
like we kind of talked about before, or we were getting to it, but like by the end of last year, like we were definitely like stagnating and just kind of like rolling with the momentum and not really trying anything. Which I think
so the
made
two things that were recorded back then are going to be dog shit, but everything else will be hopefully.
I think it's at least
above.
decent. Yeah. But anyway, thank you for listening.
Some of the stuff we recorded, by the way, just is definitely next level. But
yeah.
Adios.
That's neither here nor there. See you guys.
Sad.